Everything you need to make the season magical I found at the new holiday lookbook at Pottery Barn, and the first thing that caught my eye was this holiday Stuart Plaid tray. They're selling it for $59. Pretty pricey, right? I'm gonna make my own version. I got this thrifted tray. I got it over the summer and I only paid $3.99 for it. Before I paint it out, I'm gonna clean it very well with the alcohol wipes and a towel. And I didn't sand it out, but I gave it a couple of coats of chalk paint. Now that I removed the price tag, I'm gonna use the crimson chalk paint, and inside part I'm gonna give it a 2 good coats. Doesn't need to be covered too much because we're gonna cover that with something else. But for the frame, for the handles, I'm gonna use 3 good coats of this paint. Now that it's all nice and dry, first I'm gonna use a clear DIY wax for the frames and the handles. So I just grab a towel and I went inside and out with the wax to seal my paint. I really love this deep red crimson paint, and I use it in so many Christmas projects this year because I'm into this traditional rustic vintage Christmas. Now for the inside part, I'm gonna be using this plaid, Stuart plaid fabric. And to add it to my tray, I just added a fabric glue, and with a sponge brush, I'm just layering the glue, and then we're gonna add this fabric on. You can find fabrics like this in any crafting store, and depend what kind of style you prefer. They got different colors as well. And now I'm just adding my fabric to make it nice and smooth, the same way like we are doing the decoupage. And I make sure the fabric is nice and smooth. There is no wrinkles or bubbles to it before it's all glued together. And that's it for this project. So nice, quick and easy, very low on a budget. I use even my decoupage brayer to smooth out the fabric to make it nice and neat. And you gotta let me know, what do you think? I only spent $3.99 for mine. Second thing that caught my eye in the lookbook was this berry wreath. Also, it can be used like a centerpiece with a candle in the middle. I mean, you can make anything you like with this wreath. And guess what? They're selling it for $149. But we're gonna make our own version. I grabbed 14 branches of red berries from Dollar Tree, and each branch have 4 picks. So I'm gonna cut off the pieces on a smaller pieces so we can create the wreath. And that's gonna give me 56 picks. That's a lot, right? If you're not into red for Christmas, Dollar Tree is selling all those different colors of berries, so you can create wreaths like this in any color that you prefer this year. Since I'm going for that red traditional rustic vintage Christmas, this is just a perfect wreath for me. I'm gonna be using this bamboo wreath that I got in my stash long time ago, and I'm gonna add my picks to it until the whole wreath is covered with it. This wreath is so tight that I didn't need much glue for the picks, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the picks in the same side and until the whole wreath is covered. So I'm gonna add 1 pick on top, 1 on the side, and 1 on inside part, just like so, if that makes sense. And they're going on the same direction, as you can see, until the whole wreath is covered. This is such a easy and quick process. Anybody can do it, and at the end it's gonna look beautiful, you're gonna see. So I'm covering it all. I don't need no glue. For some of them I needed a glue, but for most of them I didn't need a glue because this wreath was holding them so tight and sturdy. Now that I got the whole wreath covered, with the leftover picks, I'm going over to the empty spaces and filling out with the leftover berries. I'm gonna be adding LED lights that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna add some batteries and I'm gonna turn on the lights so I can see where I'm gonna position them on my wreath. It's easier when the lights are on so you can see where the light's gonna go through my picks. I'm trying to cover the wire from the light, and I'm just going around the wreath and around the berries to cover the wire and make sure the light is showing up. Super quick and easy, and it's gonna match like our original one. Now that I got the lights how I like them, I went with the wire around the wreath, and the part of the battery, I'm gonna glue it on the back of the wreath that it's not gonna be noticeable. I just added a glue on that part and I just glue it like that, and that's it. Now if we like to hang our wreath, we're gonna need some ribbon. I am using this velvet ribbon that I got in my stash, and I'm gonna make a handle just like that, and you can add your wreath like this if you have a large mirror on top of the mirror, or if you have an arch window, or you can use it as a centerpiece or as a door hanger, whatever you like. I'm also gonna make a simple 2-loop bow. Since this ribbon doesn't have a wire, I just cut off a longer piece and I'm gonna glue the edges just like that and just tie it in the middle and make a simple bow. I'm gonna tie it with the twine, and also to cover the twine and it's not visible, I'm gonna cut a little piece of this velvet ribbon as well, and I'm gonna cover the twine with it and glue it on the back of it. Now I'm adding the handle together with the bow in my wreath, and my wreath is ready to be hanged. I saw these 2-year Plaid frames, 4x6 and 5x7. One is $49.50 and the other one is $59. So I grabbed 4x6 and 5x7 frames from Dollar Tree, and let's see what I can do. My own version, right? Way less than that. After I remove the packing and the back part of it, I'm gonna work with the frame. I grabbed my same 2-year Plaid fabric that I used on my tray, and I'm just gonna trace it with a pen around the frame and inside of the frame so I can cut it off. Super simple and easy. I think this was the easier way. If you have a scrapbook sheet, it will be nice too, but this time I wanted to use the fabric, and I think it looks more richer like that. and just use a marker or a pen and just trace it off. And now with the scissor, I'm just gonna cut off the fabric in a frame shape. Now that I cut off the frame fabric, I'm adding a fabric glue, and with a sponge brush, I'm just layering off my glue to make it smooth and even around the frame. And I'm gonna add the fabric and I'm gonna smooth it out to make sure that there is no wrinkles or bubbles, so it can look like this frame was made original like this. I repeat the same step on my larger frame, adding a fabric glue and adding my fabric. For inside part, I cut off 5x7 and 4x6 burlap fabric, and I'm gonna add IOD transfers on them. I want to make sure they fit nice. Before that, I iron the burlap fabric too to make sure that it's all nice and smooth. And I'm going to be adding this bouquet Christmas edition IOD transfers, and I think it's going to match perfect with the plaid frame, and it's just perfect decor for Christmas. With adding this beautiful holiday bouquet inside of these frames, it just gives that traditional, beautiful, rustic Christmas decor. I just use my scraper, and on top of the fabric, I'm just going over until my whole transfer is on the fabric. It's such a smooth work, and I just take off the fabric to make sure that the whole transfer is going faster. And it didn't even take me 5 minutes. And for those of you who follow my channel, you know that I love transfers. You can do so much with them. So now that I got my transfer on, I add the glass for my frame, and I clean up the glass first, make sure it's all nice and clean. And I add the fabric. Also, I add the back white paper that it came with the frame. And I did the same thing for my smaller frame. And that's it. You gotta let me know, what do you think about this one? To match my theme scheme, I picked up this Plaid Dollar Tree fabric trees, and I just use antique wax to stain the stem and the stand on the bottom with a wipe. I'm just going over and staining it down a little bit, and I think those plaid fabric trees looks just perfect, and they're gonna match with my tray and my frame, and it's just a beautiful rustic Christmas decor. For extra embellishment, I'm gonna be adding a frosted berries on the bottom and some frosted picks, 2 of each, and I'm just gonna glue them on the bottom of the tree stand. I'm gonna do the same thing on my second tree as well, adding 2 peaks, gluing them on the bottom, and adding 2 frosted berries. I think if we added more, it will be too much. with this plaid fabric. So just two simple little stem, it's gonna look just perfect. Let me know what do you think about all my creations today, and if I inspire you for you to look at the Pottery Barn lookbook and recreate something that you love. And I got amazing new video coming up this Saturday. Don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know which of those dupes you like the best. And until next time, my darlings, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of music, positive energy. God bless you from me to you. Bye-bye.